Hey everybody, Dr. Pancake Face here, and in this video, I'm going to be going over a class that I like to call the Shotgun-zerker. Well, I mean, you're not really a gun-zerker. That'd be fucking cool. Be able to run around with two shotguns. But it does have a lot to do with berserking, and a lot to do with shotguns. So it kind of makes sense. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, first, the skills. Now, let me just start out by saying a little bit about this class. This class is going to be all about this skill right here, Berserk. So, you're going to want to spend a lot of time at low health. So, basically, your main health is going to be your armor. Because as you can see here, you are going to be running around in the improved combined tactical vest. So, you're going to want to have as good armor as possible. Be able to take as much damage on the armor as possible without really taking too much damage to your health, because basically you want to get to a low health amount and stay there so you can be in berserk all the time. And I'm going to show you a really badass way to do it. Now, first off, in the enforcer tree here, we start off by grabbing transporter. Always a good staple to get whenever you're making a class. Next, I go on ahead and ace out Die Hard here. Then using the primary weapon and bleed out is nice, but it's not really that necessary. The armor recovery rate, on the other hand, that is going to come in big handy. Next, I grab Shotgun Impact here. I go ahead and ace that out so I can get the stability and the damage, because all I'm using is shotguns, so I want to make the shotguns as powerful as possible. Next, I go ahead and ace out stun resistance, because let me tell you, I hate flashbangs. So anytime I go up the enforcer tree, I go on ahead and ace out stun resistance if I can. Next, I put one little point into underdog here. The bonus damage is nice, but it's mainly just so I can get up into here. I mean, compared to the other ones that you can get, underdog's basically the best one to put 1 point into. Next, I go on ahead and I just get basic CQB. I don't really bother with acing it out, just because the steel sight speed isn't really that necessary. I'm doing a lot of shooting from the hip, so I don't really need to bother with steel sight too much. Now, Berserk, you want to go on ahead and ace that out. Because if you just get basic, all it's really going to buff is your melee and your solid damage. And what you want to buff is your ranged weapons. So, go on ahead and ace that bitch out. Next, I go on ahead and pick up fully loaded to increase my total ammo capacity. Because since I'm using shotguns, I'm already going to be kind of a little low on the ammo. So, I'm going to want as much ammo as possible. So, go on ahead and grab basic in that. Obviously, we're going to grab basic Iron Man here so that we can get the improved combined tactical vest. And then overkill. Now this is fun. So, all I do in this is basic. And basically what this thing is, whenever you kill an enemy with a shotgun, you receive a 75% damage bonus for 5 seconds. So, on top of Berserk, you're already getting 100% more damage most of the time. Kind of sucks, because Berserk is scaled depending on where you're at below 25%. If you're right at like 24% health, you don't get very much bonus. You do get a bonus, but you don't get the full 100%. And obviously, if you're at like 1% health, then you're going to get 100%. And, you know, in between there, as you get lower in the percentages, the bonus gets higher. But, you know, bonus damage. Pretty cool. Anyways, back up to here, to overkill. You get the 75% damage for 5 seconds. Now, the reason why I didn't ace this out is because if you ace it, the damage bonus applies to all weapons as opposed to just the shotgun and the portable saw. But since all I'm using is a shotgun, why would I even bother spending 8 points to ace it? It's pointless. But yeah, that's the enforcer tree. Now, since you're using the improved combined tactical vest, you're going to be slow as shit. So, obviously, Go ahead and ace this out. So you can get the bonus crew, or the bonus stamina and the bonus stamina. Definitely going to be helpful. Now, over here in Technician. This is a pretty good one to go up as well, because since your main health is going to be your armor, you're going to want to go up here to bulletproof to make your armor as tough as possible. But anyways, the way that I start this off is I go on ahead and fill out these things over here. I go on ahead and ace these. I think I aced Nerves of Steel because I had extra points. No, I take that back. I didn't ace that because I had extra points. I aced that because I didn't ace this. I just got basic. So what I did, I aced Demolition Man to buff my trip mines. I went on ahead and aced Nerves of Steel, and I think I picked up these two as well to get past this and to get up to here. I aced out Hardware Expert for drill skills, aced out Drill Sergeant for drill skills. Those are always nice to have if you're going up the Technician tree. Tactical Mines, the only one that really matters is the basic, just so that it makes the explosions bigger. The special enemies thing, it doesn't matter because you can't mark, because you got to get this so that you can turn them to oh god, what's it called? The tracker mode thing. So you can turn it to that so that it'll highlight sensor mode. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But you gotta ace this thing out so you can get sensor mode to make the ace in here actually work. So this is basically just spinning points to get up into here. Sharpshooter's nice because it increases your accuracy with all single shot weapons, and since shotguns are single shot weapons, it helps. This one, completely pointless, but it's points. You need to spend points so you can get up in here. If you really want to, you can grab this just so that you can have the sentry gun for shits and giggles. But yeah, it's mainly so that I can get past these tier 4 skills right here and get up to tier 5. But yeah, here I go on ahead and do basic in this, so that you get the extra explosion. The extra explosion radius. And now here, I absolutely love C4. I love it. Being able to blow doors open, being able to blow out objectives, really helpful to have, in my opinion. Because especially for me, I do a lot of Hoxton Breakout, and there's so much stuff that you can do with the C4 and Hoxton Breakout. On day 1, you can blow open the doors in the parking deck, which makes it so much faster going through that area. On day 2, you can blow open the objective doors with 2 C4 charges. You can blow out the walkways with the C4 charges. Really, really nice to have the C4. So I go ahead and grab that, as opposed to, like, grabbing shockproof, getting a little bit of taser protection. I mean, with the guns that I'm using, which I'll show you in a second, you're basically just about one-shotting tasers with headshots. So it doesn't really matter. Now here, I go on ahead and ace this out. Because basic, it improves your armor so that it can absorb 50% more damage. Very, very helpful. And then aced, when you ace it, it goes on ahead and improves the recovery rate of your armor, and it gives you a recovery rate buff to your crew, which is pretty nice, but mainly what I want is a recovery rate for my armor. Because you add this with this skill over here, so you get the extra 15% in there, so that's an extra 40% recovery rate there. And since your main health for this build is going to be your armor, really, really helpful to have that. Now in Ghost, I pick up a couple of things here. I grab Sprinter, because that's really important to have with this. The dodge doesn't matter for shit. That's not really what I'm worried about. But the stamina regen, the regen rate on the stamina, and the sprint speed, that's what I'm wanting. Because you want to try and make yourself as mobile as possible. Since you're in this big, heavy, clunky armor, you want to try and make yourself more mobile. So this one's definitely a good one to have. Cat Burglar I always grab just because I love taking shortcuts over railings. So it's pretty nice to have this. I pick up cleaner just for a little bit extra damage. It's not 100% necessary, but it's nice to have the extra 5% damage. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I actually had some extra points at the end, and that's why I got cleaner. But either way, I have it. Over here, fast hands. This one I actually used. I like having fast hands because it gives you the extra interaction speed with the loot bags. But I also needed to ace something out to get up here so that I could get the increased walk speed and the increased crouch speed. Because like I said before, you want to try and speed yourself up, and this will do it. Now, over here in Fugitive, I think you know what I'm going to get. This is really all I needed, was the additional 10% movement speed. The steadiness is nice. The increased steadiness by 10 is pretty nice to have, but the armor for the ballistic vests doesn't matter at all. You're not wearing a ballistic vest, so it doesn't really matter. So mainly all I really want in here is the movement speed, and that pretty much does it for the skills. Now, as I said before, this build is all about Berserk. So you're going to want to get into Berserk, and you're going to want to stay in Berserk. Now, if you have to get down below 25% health, that's going to make this a little bit more difficult. However, we got a fun perk deck. That is the Yakuza perk deck. Now, let me show you this right here. When you max out the Yakuza perk deck, look at this. The Berserk state effect starts at 50% health instead of 25% health. That is fucking awesome. Because you get down to half health, and boom, you're getting bonus damage. Now, I don't know how much it starts at. I don't know if it starts at 5%, or if it starts at 50%, or if it starts at 80%, or what, and then, increases as your health goes down. But either way, you're going to get into the Berserk state a lot quicker. You're going to have a lot more extra health in case your armor does go down and you need to rely on your health to keep you alive. You're going to have more health. And the percentages that you have to go through, so you can be sitting pretty at 30% health and still have a decent amount of damage going through, as opposed to before where you had to be sitting at 20% health to have the same amount of bonus damage from the Berserk. So starting at 50% as opposed to 25%. Oh wow, that is fucking nice. Now we go on ahead and get to some of the other stuff. Now here's where this gets really fun, because this deck, once you actually do get down into the 25% range for health, this thing buffs you like crazy. Now, as you can see here, when your health is below 25%, you will gain an additional 20% armor recovery rate. This one gives you another 20% armor recovery rate. And then over here is another 20% armor recovery rate. So the skills are giving you 40% armor recovery rate. And with the Yakuza deck, when you get below 25% health, there's another 60% armor recovery rate. So that is 100% faster that you will recover your armor. I mean, it goes up like you're wearing a freaking two-piece suit. It is insane how quick it recovers. And over here, this one's fun. This one, when your health is below 25%, you gain 20% movement speed. And added on top of the skills that you have for the additional 10% movement speed, the additional stamina, the additional sprint, you move fast. Let me tell you. I mean, it was crazy. It feels like you're wearing the light tactical vest with how fast you're moving, and you're wearing the heaviest armor in the game. It's insane. This deck is a blast to use. Now that we've covered the perk deck and the skills, let me show you what guns I'm using. Now, these guns are a blast. Let me tell you. So, we have the Raven shotgun, and already, looking at the stats here, we've got 18 for the magazine, which is almost as big as the Street Sweeper. And I believe it's actually, oh, yeah, it's almost, no, I think that has the, improved clip. Yeah, I think it's actually bigger than this one. Before you get the drum mag. Hell, this one has the drum mag attached, and it's only got 20 rounds in the magazine. This thing's got 18 rounds in the magazine. The total ammo is 53. Very nice to have. That's why I picked up those perks to increase your ammo. It's got 104 rate of fire, which it's not bad. It's got a decent rate of fire, and when you're going for headshots, it's nice because it makes you slow down your shots a little bit and be a little bit more precise. And getting headshots with this thing, wow. It's insane how far away you can get headshots with this. Because as we keep going down, the damage here, look at this. 79.8 per shot. The accuracy is 76 with this thing. You have a total of plus 32 between mods and skills to your accuracy. Your stability is 64. That is nuts. And your threat, maxed. You got 43 threat. That thing, I mean, let me show you what I've got on this thing. Now, the ammo, I've got the flechette. It reduces the damage a little bit by 3. I know, kind of sucks, but it doesn't. Because what it does is it gives you better accuracy. And that is really nice to have. And now let me tell you how good the accuracy is on this thing. I was playing I think it was Miami Hotline. Yeah. I was playing Miami Hotline the other night. I'm on the first night, and I'm standing up on the balcony at the hotel. Guards are coming in, and all of a sudden snipers come up on the roof. You know how they come up on the roof on the other side of the street? Well, I've got a fucking shotgun, and I'm shooting snipers. I'm sniping snipers off of the freaking rooftops with a shotgun. You should not be able to do that with a shotgun. I'm taking them off of the freaking rooftops with the damn shotgun. The armored SWAT guys are running in off the street. As soon as they get into the parking lot, I aim at them. Boom. One time in the head. Pop the freaking helmet off. They're gone. I'm getting one-shot headshots from like freaking 100 feet away with this damn gun. It is ridiculous. I didn't actually think you could get a shotgun to be this accurate, but you can. It is nuts. Now, for the barrel, obviously, I've got the long barrel because it gives you a little bit more magazine. It gives you more accuracy and more stability. Because the concealment, fuck the concealment. We're wearing the biggest goddamn armor in the game. Doesn't give a shit about concealment. Now, for this one, I went with the King's Crown Compensator. Just because I know that this one gives you 2 damage. But, as you can see, it gives you less accuracy. And I want as much accuracy as possible. So, King's Crown Compensator. That's how I'm able to shoot snipers off of rooftops from the other side of the damn map. For the gadget, I grabbed the LED combo. Because this is the only one that gives you plus 8 stability. The other one's plus 4, nothing, nothing, nothing. I mean, plus 4 is not bad. But plus 8, if you got the Butcher mod, really nice to have. That'll get your stability up there. And the stability is nice to have because it keeps, when you're shooting, it keeps your, it keeps you from recoiling very much. And it also keeps your grouping very tight. And that is really important to be able to hit stuff at long range with this gun. Now for the sight, you can really pick whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Because they basically all give you the same shit. Plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. It really doesn't matter. I just grabbed a speculator sight because, personal preference. But honestly, it really doesn't matter. Now this one, I wouldn't go with the flip up sight because it doesn't give you the bonus to the stability. You're going to want as high stats as possible, excluding concealment. Don't give a shit about concealment. But yeah, me, personally, I like this one, so grab this one. Now, moving on. Wait, no. Before I do that, I want to go over something real quick. I looked at some of the other shotguns, as you can see. I buffed up the stakeout, and in comparison, it's got a bigger magazine. It has more total ammo. It has a higher rate of fire, but the damage is almost half. Accuracy is lower. Stability is lower. Nah, I'm not gonna go with that one. The Renfield. Yeah, this is the one that I buffed out. Now, as you can see, most of the stuff's the same. Same accuracy, same damage, same rate of fire, same total ammo. But, magazine's almost half. Stability is lower. So the Renfield, if you don't have this guy, if you don't have the gauge shotgun pack, Renfield would probably be a good one to go with. But, honestly, the Raven's the best one. Hands down, in my opinion. And I mean, here you got the Predator. Smaller magazine, less damage, less accuracy, less stability. I mean, and the twin barrels, or the double barrels, I mean, not even a comparison. They do way more damage. Granted. I mean, 203 damage. That's a lot of damage. But, you know, I'm going to go with the bigger magazine. Yeah, this one, Raven shotgun. Really nice. Now, for the secondary, we're using a shotgun. Obviously. All we're using is shotguns. So, we basically have 3 different choices here. We got the Judge, which, I love the Judge. I have a Judge. Frankly, I believe that it is a little bit more overpowered in the game than it is in real life, because 410 shells don't hit that hard. But we're not talking about real life, we're talking about the game. So, we got a choice between the Judge, the Locomotive, and the Street Sweeper. Now, Street Sweeper's nice, because it's got a decent magazine. It's got a high amount of ammo. But, as you can see here is the Locomotive. I've got it selected. 10 magazine, 53 total ammo, 160 rate of fire. It's got a pretty fast rate of fire for a shotgun. The damage is pretty much up there with the Raven. The accuracy is not quite as much, but it's got a little bit more stability. Doesn't have maxed out threat, but I mean, trust me, it's gonna work. You threaten somebody with this damn shotgun, they're getting on the ground. Now we look at the Street Sweeper. It's got a bigger magazine, which I mean, it's not that bad. Has more total ammo, which is nice, but it's gonna take you about twice as many shots because your damage is a lot lower. Your damage is less than 30 lower than it is on the Locomotive. Your accuracy's lower, your stability's lower, and with this build, you got to make your shots count. You don't have a lot of ammo, so this isn't about just, you know, unloading into people and hoping you hit. You got to make your shots count. So why not take the Judge? It does a shit ton more damage. It does 135 damage, but look at the ammo. It's got 31 ammo. The magazine's only 5. The accuracy's a lot lower. The stability's a lot lower. It's when I tested them out, I tested out all 3 of them. I tested out a bunch of the other ones for the primaries. These 2 I found to be the best, and that is the Locomotive as the secondary and the Raven as the primary. These 2 work amazing. Now for the Locomotive, let me show you what I got equipped on it. Obviously, I got the flechettes, because it gives you the better grouping and gives you the armor piercing. Really nice to have. Now for the barrel, for this one, I went ahead and went with the shark teeth nozzle just to get a little bit more damage. Now, this one I felt would be a little bit more close range than the other one. So, you know, maybe the accuracy wasn't as a big deal. If you want to, you can go with this and basically get the same stats. You can have the 76 accuracy and the 64 stability and be fucking sniping people off of rooftops. By all means, if you want to do it, go for it. I personally wanted to switch it up a little bit, have something a little bit more for close range, so I went with the shark teeth nozzle. But either one would work. I also have an LED combo on this for the bonus stability. For the grip, I grabbed the rubber grip. The pro grip will also work, but either one you want to grab, it just gives you the bonus stability and the bonus accuracy. Obviously, for the magazine, I went with the extended magazine. For the sight, once again, personal preference. They all do literally the same thing. Some of them have a little bit more zoom than others, but personally, I just like the speculator sight. For the stock, now, this one I went with the police shorty because it gives you the most stability and it doesn't have any other like negatives. Because I mean, if you look at like this one, wow, big reduction on stability. Not as much stability for this one. Not as much stability. Not as much stability. Negatives on stability. I mean, this one gives you more accuracy, yeah, but it also gives you less stability. So honestly, I just went ahead and grabbed the police shorty stock. And for the upper receiver, obviously, shell rack, a little bit bigger magazine. And that's the guns. For the weapon, or for the melee weapon, basically there's 3 you can grab. You can either grab the katana. You can grab the greatsword or the ice pick. Either one of these pretty much do the same damage. The ice pick has a little bit less reach. I don't know if it really matters. Honestly, I don't use them that often, but hey, it's nice to have. For the throwable, I grabbed the Molotov cocktail just because I like to have that to take out Captain Winters. I like to toss down Molotovs. Pretty nice in my opinion. For the equipment, obviously I went with the trip mine. Now, we kind of spread ourselves a little bit when we were picking out skills, so if you need to, you can grab the ammo bag. If you need to, you can grab the doctor bag. If for some fucking reason you want to grab an ECM jammer, do it, I guess. But honestly, the trip mine's, in my opinion, the best equipment to give or to carry with you for this build. So I just go with the trip mine. I fucking love them, or not the trip mine, the C4. I love C4. But anyways, that is the Shotgun-zerker build. And I fucking love using this build. It is a blast. Now, it's not really a low level build, cause you gotta have, you gotta be high, obviously, in technician to get up to here, and you gotta be high in enforcer to get the bonus damage and the armor and the berserk. So it's not really a low level build. It's mainly a high level build. But anyways, high level, low level, whatever. This thing is a fucking awesome build to use. If you get a chance, try it out. You'll have a blast. Trust me. But anyways, that about does it for this video. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later.